for the first question, correct to two significant figures. So we will be considering 1 and 6. By looking at the number behind the 6, it is more than 5. Hence, we round it up into 170. Whereby for question number 2, the answer will actually be 0.1006. Question 3, write it as ordinary numbers. So from 1.7, you shift the place 4 times to the left hand side, then you will get 0.00017. Question 4 simply takes 30 times 1 over 5, then you get the final results as 6. Whereby for question 5 part A, among all the numbers, factors of 60 will actually be 12 and 15. Whereby for prime numbers, it will be 11 and 13. Question 6, just compile the variables together, then you get 5 minus u as the final answer. Whereby for question 7, I extracted 2x from both of the variables. Then I'm left with a bracket 1 minus 2x bracket. Question 8, the sum of the interior angles of 25 sides polygon. So sides minus by 2 multiplied by 180. Then you get the final results as 4140. Whereby for question 9, calculate the value of x. The opposite and hypotenuse has been given. Hence, we'll be using sine for this part. So sine inverse 2 over 5, the final answer will be 23.58. Whereby for question 10 part A, so I changed the square root 5 into 5 to the power of 1 over 2. Then multiply it by 8. So the final answer will be 5 to the power of 4, which results in 625. Part B, I changed 1 over 27 into 3 to the power of negative 3. Then multiply it by its power of negative 2 over 3. So the final answer will be 3 to the power of 2 and results in 9. Whereby for question 11a, simply change their denominator into the same, which is 2 in our case. So the final results will be 3x over 2. Whereby for part B, change their denominator into x. So x squared plus 2 over x as the final answer. Whereby question 12 part A, the part where everything other than P intersect with Q will be 10, and complete the statement that fulfill the requirement of 17. This one, it will be P intersect with Q, union with everything other than Q. So 9 plus 3 plus 5, you will get the results of 17. But for question 13, simply take 7 times 3 minus 2 times u equals to 1. So by running a calculation, you will get u's results as 10. For question 14, okay, so keyword here, mathematically similar. So cube root of 54 divided by 4.5 equals to cube root of 128 divided by h. So by running the shifting, then you get the final results as 6. Okay, so for question 15, simply change their denominator into 12. Okay, and by running a calculation, you will get 7 over 12 as the final answer. Whereas for question 16, I've already showed the step-by-step working. You can just refer to it and get the final answer as a equals to 2 bracket s minus ut over t squared. But for question 17, okay, simply takes x to the power of 64 multiplied by 1 over 4 over 2 to the power of 4 times 1 over 4 and y to the power of 16 times 1 over 4. So the final answer will actually be x to the power of 16 over 2y to the power of 4. But for question 18, okay, find the probability that Samira finish at least one run. So 1 minus does not finish, okay, then you get the answer, which in our case, it is 1 minus 0.2 times 0.2, and the answer will be 0.96. So question 19, keyword here, inverse proportional. So y equals to k over x plus 2 to the power of 2. So substitute the information given, x is 1 and y is 2. By doing so, you'll be able to identify the k in our case as 18. So the final answer will be y equals to 18 over x plus 2 squared. But for question 20, relationship of this information, okay, is volume divide length times width equals to height. Okay, so for us to get the lower bound, we need to have a lower numerator and a higher denominator. Okay, so the information we are required for numerator part is to minus 0.05. Okay, then you get 877.5, whereby for higher denominator, for the length and width, we are required to add 0.5 into it. Okay, so after the calculation, you will get 18 cm as the lower bound of this height. Question 21. So for this particular part, simply use the formula negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Then you will get the results as 0.79 or negative 2.12 respectively. Whereby for question 22, I extracted 2 from the numerator part. So I gotten 2 bracket 2 plus 5w. Whereby for the lower part, okay, after I extracted 2 from it, it is actually using the formula which goes by a squared minus b squared equals to a plus b, a minus b. And our a here is 2 and our b here will be 5w. So we cross off the same variables and get the final results as 1 over 2 minus 5w. For question 23, so this one is actually a vector question. So let's fill up the information first. So keyword here is that AC to CB is 1 to 2. So BC value will actually be 2 over 3 AB and CA's value will be 1 over 3 AB. So for you to get AC, it's actually 1 over 3 of AB. So for you to get the AB's value, it is actually AO plus OB. So it will be negative A plus B. Multiply this value into the 1 over 3, then you get the final results. Whereby for you to get value of OC, simply takes OA plus AC. So after you run the calculation, you actually get 2 over 3A plus 1 over 3B. For question 10, so this one is cumulative frequency question. So first part, median. So simply takes the total of 80 students times 50%, then you get 40. From 40, you drew it down, then you get 6.2 minutes. whereby for 30th percentile, simply takes 80 times 30%, then you get 24. So from 24 we drew it down, then you get 5.8 minutes. Whereby for part C, students who take more than 5 minutes, so from 5 we do it up, then you get the cumulative frequency as 10. So this 10 is actually not the final answer because you're required to take the total minus 10, then you will get 70. Whereby for question 25, okay, so first thing first, I uses sine rule to identify the BC's value. Okay, so I took sine 30 over BC equals to sine 90 over 8, so BC's value will actually be 4. Then I run the calculation by using Pythagoras theorem to get OC's value as 4 square root 3. Okay, so this is actually a sector, hence you are required to take 30 over 360 times pi times r squared, and our r here is 8, and then minus it off with the triangle. The base here will be 4 square root 3 multiplied by its height and multiplied by half. So after you run the calculation, so you get the final results as 2.9 cm squared. For question 26, okay, change kilometer per hour into meter per second. So the 45 kilometer you are required to multiply by 1000, whereby for the hour, for us to change into second, you are required to take it to divide by 60 times 60. So after the calculation, you will get 12.5 meter per second. Whereby for part B, find the deceleration, so 12.5 divided by 10 seconds, then you get 1.25 meter per second square. So find the distance, okay, simply you calculate the area of this trapezium. So I took 20 plus 30 divided by 2 multiplied by its height of 12.5. So the final results will be 312.5 meter. So thank you for watching. I hope you find this video helpful. If you happen to have friends that struggle to solve all this past year, feel free to share our channel to them. So I wish you all the best in your exam preparation. Thank you.